Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. Millionaires don't believe in astrology. Billionaires do, by J.P. Morgan. But remember, just because billionaires believe in something doesn't mean it's true. After all, they do think a private space flights are necessary. Astrology has woven itself into modern culture and in society media pages post daily horoscopes and people blame Mercury retrograde for their problems. Dating allows users to filter matches by zodiac signs, but why does astrology, an ancient people practice with no scientific foundation, still influence millions today? Horoscopes guide life decisions from love, career choices to avoid certain people just because they're a Gemini. According to 2020 Pew Research Center, 30% of Americans believe in astrology. Astrology is accurate, but this belief grounded in fact. We're just blaming the stars for our bad decisions. My skepticism towards horoscopes begin after learning about the Fourier effect, a psychological phenomenon where people believe vague statements are personally relevant. With extensive research on cognitive biases and pseudosciences, I'm to unveil the truth behind astrology. Close your eyes. Now imagine planning yourself based on celestial predictions. You wake up, you check your horoscope, you read, avoid roadblocks today. Later, running late for a job interview, you take the long way because of a warning. Meanwhile, the real roadblock is the one you have to put on your career. First, I'm going to explain the origins of horoscopes and their lack of scientific bias. Then I'll demonstrate how cognitive biases will make them appear accurate. And then finally, I'll expose the potential dangers of believing in horoscopes. Horoscopes lack scientific validity and are based on ancient beliefs. Astrology has been around for thousands of years, and its endurance might make it seem credible. But longevity does not equal accuracy. Astrology's origins are rooted outdated beliefs. Astrology originated in ancient Babylonians to predict seasonal changes, not personal destiny. It was essential in early weather forecast. Over time, it evolved into a system like celestial bodies into human traits without scientific evidence. The zodiac system is flawed and arbitrary. The constellations used in astrology are human made grouping of the stars that do not inherit or influence on life's earth. Due to the axial precisions, the zodiac signs are no longer even in line with the original constellations. And if you think you're Sagittarius, you might actually be an Ophius, an ignored 13th zodiac sign, yet people use these outdated signs to make real life decisions, from career choices to breakups. If horoscopes are scientifically baseless, why do they seem so accurate? Cognitive bias, such as the Fourier effect, make horoscopes appear accurate. Despite their lack of scientific foundation, many people insist that horoscopes work. This is due to a psychological phenomenon that uses to trick our brains. The Fourier effect explains why horoscopes feel personal. In 1948, psychologist Ben Fourier gave students personality descriptions based on vague statements. Most related to descriptions as highly accurate, despite all receiving the same text. Student statements like, sometimes you feel insecure but strive to improve yourself, apply to everyone, but feel specific is why phrases like, you will overcome challenges resonates. Confirmation bias strengths believe in horoscopes. People remember times horoscopes seemed correct and ignore the times they were wrong. This is similar to people believing in psychics. If a psychic correctly guesses your birthday once, you remember that and forget all the failed predictions. Social validation increases belief in astrology. Everyone around you believes in astrology. You're more likely to believe in it too. Social media reinforces this by constantly pushing astrological content beyond inaccuracies. Belief in horoscopes can have real world consequences. The dangers of believing in horoscopes, believing in astrology, is not just harmless fun, but it can shape decisions in unhealthy ways. Horoscopes can lead to poor decision making. People sometimes make relationships and career choices based on zodiac compatibility rather than actual compatibility. Some even make health choices based on astrology. A 2019 McGill University found that some people delayed medical treatment in favor of astrological remedies. Astrological discourages critical thinking and promotes magical thinking. If people believe in the stars to control their fate, they may avoid responsibility for their actions. This mindset can lead to the belief of pseudosciences like homeopathy or crystal healing. Horoscopes fuel stereotypes and self-fulfilling prophecies. If horoscopes say you will have a bad day, you might unconsciously seek negativity and confirm the prediction. People judge based on zodiac signs. Imagine losing a job opportunity because the hiring manager dislikes Scorpios. To conclude, horoscopes are rooted in ancient misconceptions. Cognitive biases explain that their perceived accuracy and their pose a real-world risk. Repeat problems, despite their popularity, horoscopes lack scientific validity and can be harmful. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves. William Shakespeare. At the end of the day, you can't blame Mercury retrograde for texting your ex. Thank you.